coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
He has plans, but I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions.
Den of iniquity.
Oh, I can't sit here until the end of bloody time.
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. The landlord, Sir Frago Antuna. A most generous soul, I assure you. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf!
I'm sure he has plans, but I wouldn't dare guess at them.
Oh, I can't sit here until the end of bloody time.
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin.
How's an adventurer supposed to
After
do
all
a
this time.
damn job around here?
God of the oppressed.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's alright where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? Ah, it's no good, I tell you.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more needed.
It's not for the Master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the Mass is done, and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Of course that's why he came crawling back. He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us. So he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him and take that power for ourselves. I knew I could count on you. We share that killer instinct. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. It'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair. What can I do for you, my friend?
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm...
Speak to me, lover.
We should go. I do not want to face the Master if we're late for his Black Mass.
Soon, sister. I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the Master. No more are needed.
It's not for the Master. I want someone there, ready.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Where is he hiding? Tell me!
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time. Hidden from us all.
I'm going to stop Cazador.
What the hell's happened to you, Astarion? What are you?
I'm more than what I was. And I'm not afraid of anything anymore. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I'm the only person who can stop him. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him. And take that power. For ourselves. Trust me, I'd rather slaughter someone else's family, but... if that's what it takes. And it's not like their sweet innocence. They brought Cazador just as many victims as I did. You're not getting sentimental, are you? I thought you were with me on this. Then we'll deal with it. It can't be worse than everything else we've faced. And now we know he's skulking beneath his palace. We can take the hunt to Cazador. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Worst of all, they don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him. And take that power. For ourselves. Well, yes, technically, only I will ascend and gain the ritual's power. But we're a team. If I become all-powerful, then we become all-powerful. We are a team, aren't we? You are still with me. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair. Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them. Yes, and they'll be trembling. They're no threat to us. Worst of all, the only question... 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him. And take that power. For ourselves. I knew I could count on you. We share that killer instinct. And now we know that Cazador's skulking somewhere beneath the palace. it'll be infinitely easier to track him down. All right, let's go. This place stinks of rat blood and despair.
And pray none of them.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
What now?
A long way to go still.
No one's stopped me yet.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. Rest. This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at you funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing business. Can't believe I got kicked out of a temple.
Stupid bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but
We can
don't
get in
worry.
Rome's crossing.
Everyone at Shire's caress is a
Happy to
Look
see
at you. You're exhausted. You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real... Whoa. Slow down,
Any sense?
Take a deep
You will when you've met the drought.
breath for me.
Father, give me strength. Music and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
Pleasure house.
I'd probably
den of
break it.
decadent
It'll make you
delight,
feel better.
then fine. 15 low Cs.
What does it feel like?
This was a stupid idea.
And that den of iniquity.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Shire's caress is a
Trust no one. With pleasure.
No time to rest.
Best keep your hands to yourself. You're being watched.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Let's just stick to the list. Better off sleeping in the gutter than that den of iniquity.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting.
notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. List of names. Father Lorgan's on here, crossed off. A target list, perhaps? Find this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Looking ahead.
It's got private rooms, music. From what I've heard.
And of staff?
Please.
Hello, my dear.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhap...
All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need...
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the...
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Balduran? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Ah, my favorite traveling companion. Then I'll see you tonight, you sweet, generous thing.
Speak to me, lover. Always. Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Ah, my favorite traveling
Have so few lodgings. We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great.
Como tu sleeping immortal.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered by my son.
Slain by her own offspring. A perversion of nature.
Dolor.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Why does Rose Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Pleasure isn't just...
Como tu sleeping immortal.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Murdered.
It's to be expected. Some families just don't get along.
dolor. Found his secret. My sweet boy. Why? Killed folk slowly. He liked it.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Why does Worms Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bunk 10 other people and...
The corpse
murdered by my...
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
dolor. Found his secret. My sweet killed folk slowly. Ill-mater temple. Didn't see exactly who.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Hello, my dear.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Confuses
Everyone
me.
is your
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up.
Temple worship suspended until further notice. The faithful endure.
All suffering by allowing his faithful to suffer.
How goes the search? That's it! Proof that Valeria missed something. They'll have to listen to you now. If you can convince them of Brilgor's innocence, then perhaps Ilmater could shed one less tear this day. How goes the search? By his holy tears. That's terrifying. Report this to Investigator Valeria in Sharess's Caress. It's only right they know.
I warned the temple of exactly this. We let more outsiders in.
Imagine fleeing to this.
We have who had more faith than Father Lorcan. How did that work out? Exactly.
Bill, I beg you, even sinners receive Ilmater's grace, and Father Lorcan knew that. We don't pick and choose who we aid.
If you're looking for a handout...
May...
I'll hear nothing more against Father Lorcan.
I won't let anything happen.
Brothel? Pleasure house?
Welcome to Sharess's Caress, where the only thing that goes down easier than our drinks is our courtesans. An elf. Such temptation. I loved many in my day, but never one so fair. Grace. Elegance just waiting to be shattered. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? A drow or a drink, sweeting. There is no thirst I cannot quench.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready to burst. Sharess Caress, the Mamselle's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want, and avoid the attention you don't. You got it, but the new hooch is off limits. Can't have the mamsel leaping down my throat if I go burning yours. pleasure to serve. Have a look. All set, are you? Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot.
Sorry. That'll be.
Hoots, please, just make the drinks. I'm not telling you about Raphael's sex life.
I wish I could please you better. I mean, to try.
Someone with all the power of the 9 hells. He must have brought so many to their knees.
I promise you want to know.
Isn't it right? His leash. Game. Playing.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
Especially if we...
Go see Raphael. Then I might let you buy me a drink.
Good rumple. That'll be. Amicus animalis.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you are. It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference, and I must suffer their foibles alone. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. Can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new top cat in the criminal underbelly. Go and listen for yourself. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. A night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting as they are. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But there is one frequent visitor whose very presence offends me. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure. Abhorrent.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
I hate loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
Keep scaring your regulars off, Swan.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping vice.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
You know my feelings. Nature's impulses must be pursued. Do as you will, with my blessing.
If your beloved one wants to join, we could work out something to our mutual satisfaction.
Two of us? Two of you? 4 gorgeous people.
Whatever you wish. But with another pair is the only way we will both be happy to join you. The pangs of warrior cast often.
A new face?
You have but to ask. Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
What do you think, silly? Love, of course. Hot and vulgar with me, or sweet and sincere with my sister. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
You know my feelings.
If your beloved...
2 of us? 2 of you? 4.
Whatever you wish.
A new face.
You have but to... Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair.
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love.
So long as all are willing, I see no reason why we should deny ourselves.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less. Let's go. This is thrilling.
All of nature's bounty pales next to you.
I put it on especially for you.
Don't take it off later. I want to give it a good rumple.
She wants to be rid of that brute.
No, isn't right. On his leash.
Game. Play it.
Once you can win.
My heart soars just to look upon you. What do you...
my favorite ungainly at the draft. Of course, they are siblings. But can't you? As for them personally, that's rather... He dresses fabulously.
Such a type for so many.
A new fae.
You have but to... Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my...
Or, trust me, you don't...
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. We want both of you, silly, at the same time.
So long as all are willing, I see no reason why we should deny ourselves.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less. Let's go. This is thrilling.
Be rid of that bloke. No, isn't right. On his leash.
As much as I enjoy when others watch, that wasn't included in the price.
All right, what now?
Quite the merry little party we have assembled here. Shall we? I hope you're not afraid of the dark, my darling. I must snuff out the lights before we begin. It's all part of the experience. The room is bathed in total darkness, so there is nothing to distract from your ecstasy.
The lady, Nim, moves your hand to where the clasps of her blouse lie.
I can't quite believe it. A night of passion with the famous Halsin. I might faint before I can expend myself.
Legends spread of you throughout the city. We heard tell that you can change into a bear.
I hadn't realized I was that popular. But we must give the people what they want, mustn't we?
Will tonight at last be the night I die during an act of pleasure?
Oh, very well. I wouldn't want to risk damaging the room, I suppose.
The drow are filled with awe at your and Halsin's habits throughout the night, time and time again.
My heart soars just to look upon you. What do you need? Indeed. Our time with them was certainly bracing. Takes me back to some youthful misadventures in the Underdark. It was a long time ago. I was a foolhardy young druid, intent on seeing the beauty of nature's unworldly fauna and subterranean glow for myself. Certain events transpired, and I found myself a guest of a noble drow house for a time. Well, something between guest, prisoner, and consort, perhaps. The house matron took an interest in me, and the patron also. They saw me as a novelty, perhaps. I was chained in their bedchamber for nigh on 3 years. It was not ideal, but not without its positives either. I did what was necessary to survive, and perhaps a few things that were less than necessary. Don't misunderstand me. I feared for my life and wanted my freedom back, but I was willing to wait for my moment. And eventually it came. Lolth's noble houses are constantly at each other's throats. And eventually, some rivals of my hosts sought to unseat them. It was chaos. Drow against drow. The clash of blades echoing throughout caverns. The feel of warm blood that I could not see. I took my chance and fled while all were distracted. I never looked back until I breathed fresh air again. And never learned what came of my hosts.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
We recover quickly, but not that quickly. Even in the best of times, it's an oasis of pleasure and calm. In the city's chaos, with Baldur's Gate preparing for war, the caress feels like the final flicker of a beautiful flame before darkness falls.
Give me a moment.
We recover quickly, but not that quickly.
Speak to me, lover.
I wasn't expecting it.
Not magically hold them properly.
It depends.
Oh, honey. Yes, we should stop.
My favorite ungainly, can't you? As for them personally, of course they are that he dresses fabulous.
I hate new boys. I don't understand why they're such a type.
A new face.
You have but to... Don't be shy.
An intriguing pair. Takes me back to my youth.
Or, trust me, you...
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
You know my feelings. Nate?
If your beloved one wants...
Two of us, two of you, four gorgeous people.
Whatever you wish.
A few customers today. My hand alone for company.
You can stare as much as you like.
Paying me to use the clamping button.
No, he's a leash.
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now? What? How? 9 hells? Whatever you think, you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget. Please don't. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. I was forced to do this. Framed, even. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now. I can't tell you. I won't tell you. All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Valoga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me. I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Philogia sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
Here, take it, all of it. I don't care. You'll never see me again, I promise.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
Enjoy the fiddling. Throw a few coins our way and let us play on into the night.
We are not in trouble. Remember our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
You got that right.
I put it on especially for you.
Go.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. Like other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? I think it's time you shut your gob, buddy.
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
Our vow to keep one another safe. When the music stops, we will continue dancing.
Not that type of service down here, love. I've got a husband. And you ain't my type. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out from under my feet, would you? That was the finest strudel I've made, and they just ate it off each other's asses. Oh, you'd better have a good reason for tearing me away from...
sworn that snails are not an aphrodisiac. They're just salty. There's a difference.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Old. Yeah.
Press your belly to the bar, chum. Try Hoots Hooch. Cuts real deep. Pleasure to serve.
New guy.
You got that right. The guild. Yeah.
The key to my...
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria!
Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. You're telling me more than one person has been killed? In Baldur's Gate? You must have something better than that. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why a Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city. Well, what are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
And nice.
Isn't right. On his leash. Game. Right.
Nymph's Grotto. Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Everyone at Charess's Caress is a professional.
Journey to the Underdark. Devil's Den. Moan loudly in the library at all times.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
Not so loud.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free. I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. And if he proves uncooperative once free, You may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky, like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited. Ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Arch-wizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart. How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? How very gumptious of him. What were the terms of this deal? Tell me, you turned him down. Good. I am glad. But be careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
Brothel? Pleasure house? Den of decadent delights?
Not so loud.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of
I'd probably break his nose.
Tim's such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous.
They won't care about stupid lists.
Two? That seems like a lot.
We can get in worms. Do you not wish? If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sheres's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
I'm not doing anything.
Honey is a luxury. We don't need honey.
I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whatever for? Does the hand not to Caesareans? Deep breath for me, yeah?
I got it.
If you're here to shop, just buy what...
Why is everyone acting so normal?
10 loaves of bread. Are you sure?
The neighbours said they had 15.
What does it feel like?
Neighbours are talking out their asses. Besides, our pantry is full.
Everyone in Sheres's
What if there's food shortages? Rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
And the
If it'll make you feel better,
person with you,
then fine.
they enjoy
15 loaves it is.
Looking for a loving home.
Doesn't make any sense.
You will when you've met the drought.
Let's just stick to the list.
Oh, Father, give me
The Absolute's armies lay siege. They won't care about stupid lists.
Get them while they're on.
Whatever we need, we can get in Worm's Crossing.
Two? That seems like a lot. Shh. Bully.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
But I love honey. I love honey so much.
Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
I got it. No, thanks.
Such a prude.
Birthday wishes nervous, but don't worry.
What if there's
Everyone in
food
Sheres's
shortages?
Caress is
Rationing, we can't leave anything to chance.
If it'll make you feel better, then fine. 15 loaves it is.
What does it feel like?
Lovely painting. Looking for a loving home.
Sense.
You will when you've met the
Let's
drought.
just stick to the list.
If the Absolute's armies lay siege, they won't care about
And
stupid
the
lists.
other person with you,
Whatever we need,
they enjoyed it.
we can get in Worm's Crossing.
tomorrow. Get them while they're hot.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
But I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
2? That seems like a lot. Shh. People will hear.
Lovely paintings. Looking for a loving home. I can't hear you.
Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry.
Food shortages.
Everyone is
rationing, and we can't leave anything to chance.
Certified, non-magically altered produce.
If it'll make you feel better, then fine. 15 loaves it is.
Ain't it today, gone tomorrow. Get them while they're hot.
I got it. I got it. And thanks.
That doesn't make any sense.
Let's just
Here
stick
we're
to
where
the
you met
list.
the drow.
If the Absolute's armies lay siege, they won't care about stupid lists.
Frank.
Whatever we need, we can get in Worm's Crossing.
Lovely paintings. Looking for a loving home.
What does it feel like?
Brothel, pleasure house,
And the
den of decadent delights.
other person with you.
Honey, I love honey
They enjoyed
so
it.
much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me,
Gone
yeah?
tomorrow. Get them while they're hot.
I can't hear you. Such a prude.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't
There's
worry.
food shortages.
Everyone is
Rationing, and we
like a
can't
lot.
leave anything to chance.
Lovely paintings. Looking for
If
a
it'll
loving
make you feel
home.
better, then fine. 15 loaves it is.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
Whatever we need, we can...
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Your worries at ease.
But please.
I brought my own.
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword.
Keeping very well, I hope?
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal.
Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
Raphael thought he could outsmart us. But there are other ways to get the Orphic Hammer. Guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
What can I do for you, my friend? How delicious.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
What to do?
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
You're absolutely shouting.
Oh, honey, we should stock up.
Every substance has been tried and tested. We don't need honey.
What?
But I love honey. I love honey so much.
Whoa. Slow down, sweetie. Take a deep breath for me, yeah?
And the other person with you, they enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it.
Certified non-magically altered produce.
And a bachelor clawing us my day very next.
That watcher sent him flying.
What's this food shortages? Rationing of honey.
Up there, Danthalan's dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
You are not wearing armor.
Tim, that seems like a lot.
Calms Garms.
To pleasure your fine maiden, to feel her fingers grip yours in pure ecstasy.
Shh. Ollie.
Well, we're shopping
Yes,
Chris.
but they were Gortash,
Dinner with
which
my
makes him the
parents,
inventor.
remember?
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you.
A hero is nothing without the right equipment. See Danthalon's dancing axe for all your adventuring needs.
Appreciates the finer things. Welcome, sir. Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no? Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to savor each purchase.
Oh, they're watching through me. Must have been 10 lengths.
Even traders have private property. It seems that item... Even traders have private property. It seems...
Danthelon's dancing axe. Our stock isn't used. It's tried and tested by the finest adventurers.
Limited edition adventuring starter packs are currently out of stock. We apologize for any inconvenience.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service? Harpers. I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jahira, was it? Clothgrass. I know the taste all too well. You too, I'd wager. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself? She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise, which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it. Always. Your father bless you. Right, Tommy. You're on the door till our friends are done. Gods forbid we do any business today.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Watch your back. Someone there?
I wonder what the next move is.
well that ends not as bad as it could have. Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Careful, I bite.
At least things have stayed interesting.
You break it, you... Well, knowing Enthal, it was already broken.